In this legal vision, I would like to talk about Supreme Court of India on surrogacy matter. So the many people might have not known on the sounds about the surrogacy. India Surrogacy the Really Regulation Act 2021. It came into the force on January 25, 2022 in India. How the surrogacy is maintained? It is a biggest subject. The couples who don't have the children, they want to have the children through surrogate mother and due to ill health, and those people only are connected with this man. Other people, they are not at all concerned. But now in the India is feeling about the population. Once the population and the source of control was promoted from the 1975 onwards, and many people the also have lost the children and hope to have the children. But now the population control has given the way for surrogacy. Population control is given to the surrogacy matter and birth control and more things. Whether it's a birth control good or not, on the sector. But despite it, the surrogacy has become a really way of the life now. And many people to the party to poverty. Many women they come into the other south zone, they trade of surrogacy. They are ready to act as a surrogation mother. So that's why the government decided to enact the law, and new surrogacy regulation act was passed in 2021 and came into the force on January 25, 2022. It has imposed really age limit, and it has to impose the age limit for the woman up to 50, for the other sounds on the man up to 55. The couples beyond which can't have the children. It is a problem. But Article 21 of our Constitution gives a personal liberty. So the Supreme Court insists on it. But the current problem is whether this ABO law is a prospective or retrospective. And many people thinks it's a prospective. Many people it's a retrospective. When it goes for retrospective, automatically efforts were done by many couples will affect their works, their personal liberty. So that's why the Supreme Court imposed and clarified, ruled in the current judgment. It is a prospective, not a retrospective. It will not go back. It will not the act can't control back to the enforcement of the South Zone Act. When it is a come to the force, after which only the South Zone, the act will come into and act the South Zone on the people connected. So it's a totally prospective, not a respectful. Before that, if the couples or people had approached under the act, those are valid, which cannot be controlled. But current, if the people try hereafter, it will be brought up under the current provision of the act. So the difference have been given by the Supreme Court in its ruling is the biggest and successful ruling. Hereafter, the people will follow it, whatever may be. Personal liberty as also cannot be touched. It is advised by the Supreme Court. When the constitution problem arises, Supreme Court definitely will involve and solve the problem. It is a constitutional article problems. Here in the personal liberty, how it's affected. It's like having the children through surrogacy is liberty. Now it is restricted. The restriction of the South Zone really controls personal liberty. But whether on another petition, the Supreme Court of India will concede it or not is another question. Those questions will become the issues. The issues have to be addressed by the Supreme Court of India. That is necessary. Because to have the children, the people are trying more efforts. If you go to the fertility centers, which are large now in whole India, the people are approaching that to have the children through surrogate because they have the one problem due to many things, due to age problem and due to the also the embryo problem and more problems are there. But they need the successor. And for that purpose, they do more efforts. They need the children. They need a successor. And for that purpose, they approach in the fertility center. The fertility center is also clearly are stating now surrogacy is a problem now. There is more restriction, more limitation. These rules and regulations have to be followed under the new law. Because most cases in the criminal cases also have been filed by the police that's also on many fertility centers. So the medicine people and medical people, they fear to enter and venture into surrogacy matter. So the controls are have to be relaxed or not. That's also it's another question, whatever it may be. So these conditions are ruled now. So the act is not a retrospective; it is a purely prospective. It's a clear ruling by the Supreme Court of India. It is also helpful in the also surrogating people. Thank you.